Ravens fans, you won't believe what could be happening right now. A huge trade might be just around the corner, and Baltimore could be on the verge of landing none other than Sauce Gardner, the incredible cornerback from the Jets. Imagine our defense with a player of that caliber, alongside Marlon Humphrey. Sounds too good to be true, right? But what if I told you this could actually become a reality now? Stick with me until the end, because I'm about to tell you everything about this possible trade and the impact it could have on our season. You won't want to miss the detail that could make the Ravens an unstoppable team. Go Ravens! The Ravens are in a great position to compete for the Super Bowl, but we all know that even the strongest teams in football need to keep an eye on their weak spots. The defense, which has always been one of Baltimore's biggest strengths, has shown some vulnerabilities, particularly in the cornerback position. Marlon Humphrey is one of the best in the league, but as he gets older, the team needs to start thinking about alternatives and reinforcements to ensure the defense continues to dominate. The lack of depth at cornerback could be a critical factor if the Ravens face high-powered offenses in the playoffs. The reality is, the team needs more than just a good player at each position. The defense needs balance, with complementary players who can ensure coverage in every situation. Humphrey, despite his experience, can't carry the load alone for much longer. This means that, looking ahead for the Ravens, cornerback is one of the main priorities, especially if the team wants to stay competitive and even stronger for the next championship. Furthermore, the Ravens division is one of the toughest in the NFL, with teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, who have Ja'Marr Chase, one of the league's top wide receivers. This makes it even more urgent for the Ravens to reinforce their secondary. If the defense isn't on point, even the strength of the offense might not be enough to overcome tough challenges, especially against teams that know how to exploit defensive weaknesses. Therefore, the search for an immediate upgrade at cornerback is crucial. It's not just about improving the defense, but about making sure the Ravens have all the tools to stay as Super Bowl favorites. With this in mind, it's interesting to imagine a potential solution to this problem through a blockbuster trade that could bring a big name to the Ravens' second. What if the Ravens set their sights on one of the most promising cornerbacks in the NFL, like Sauce Gardner, to solve this challenge? Now, imagine if the Ravens made a bold move, something truly blockbuster, to further strengthen the defense. A trade to bring Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets to Baltimore. This 24-year-old cornerback is already considered one of the best in the league, and his arrival could be a game-changer for the Ravens. Adding a player of his caliber wouldn't just improve coverage in the secondary, but it would also give the Ravens a new dynamic in their defense, allowing them to face division opponents' powerful offenses with more confidence. Gardner is known for his exceptional ability to shut down wide receivers, combining speed, agility, and impressive game-reading skills. If he were placed alongside Marlon Humphrey, the Ravens could have one of the most formidable cornerback duos in the NFL, which would further strengthen the defense, especially against opponents with elite wide receivers like Ja'Marr Chase. The impact of having two cornerbacks of this level can't be overstated, and it would become a true defensive powerhouse, significantly increasing Baltimore's chances of standing out in the playoff rounds. Moreover, acquiring Gardner wouldn't just be a move for the next season, but a long-term strategy. The young cornerback has a lot more to offer, and his presence on the team would help build an even stronger defense for the years to come. The winning mentality he would bring to the locker room would be essential because we all know a player like him can elevate the entire. The importance of this addition would be massive, not just for the present, but also for the future of the Ravens in their pursuit of championships. But the question is, would the Jets be willing to trade Gardner? Even though he's one of the best talents in the league, the possibility of negotiating for his stay in Baltimore still depends on many variables. With the Jets dealing with their own crisis, could this be an opportunity for the Ravens to act and add a true game-changer to their defense? After another loss by the New York Jets in Week 17, Sauce Gardner caused a stir on social media with a statement that left many questioning his loyalty to the team. When he said he wouldn't try to recruit T. Higgins to the Jets, the reaction was immediate, with fans and experts suggesting he might be signaling discontent with the situation in New York. Although Gardner never confirmed this, speculation about a possible trade request was raised, making Ravens fans dream about the idea of seeing him in Baltimore's defense. This kind of comment, even without solid evidence, creates fertile ground for rumors about a possible trade request. And if Gardner really does want to change teams, the Ravens could be one of the most attractive destinations. The history of success in Baltimore's defense, along with the chance to compete for titles and develop alongside veterans like Marlon Humphrey, could be just the boost Gardner needs to take the next step in his career. His addition to the team wouldn't only strengthen the defense, but would also bring a youthful, winning mindset, which could be the future of the second. Additionally, with social media and sports media amplifying every word spoken by high-profile players, any comment can snowball into something much bigger than expected. This, of course, only increases speculation around Gardner's future. If the Jets really find themselves in a position where they need to consider a trade, the Ravens, with their urgent need for a big name in the secondary, should be ready to make an aggressive offer. Of course, all of this is just a possibility for now. There's no confirmation that Gardner is truly unhappy, but if he expresses interest in leaving, Baltimore would be an attractive destination. Will this speculation turn into a real trade? The Ravens must be prepared to act if that happens. Well, we've passed the halfway point of the video, but before we go on, I noticed you haven't left your like yet. This is really important so that YouTube continues to recommend my content to you, and I can keep bringing you all the latest news. So go ahead, hit that like button. It's free and helps a lot. Thanks. Now let's get back to it. The idea of having Sauce Gardner in the Ravens defense is something that excites any fan. His ability to neutralize the top wide receivers in the league, combined with his knack for creating turnovers and breaking up passes, would make a huge difference for Baltimore. Pairing him with Marlon Humphrey wouldn't just strengthen the coverage. It would create a cornerback duo that would be a nightmare for any opposing offense. This would change the dynamic of how the Ravens approach passing offenses and put them in a much stronger position to dominate in the playoffs. The Ravens' defense has always been one of the most respected in the NFL, and with Gardner, it would reach a whole new level of excellence. It wouldn't just be about improving defensive stats. It would change how the team plays on the field. The confidence a player like Gardner would bring to the secondary would allow other defenders to focus on different areas without worrying about elite wide receivers exploiting their coverage. This could be the key to more effectively defending against powerhouse teams in the postseason. Moreover, the impact of having a young talent like Gardner would extend beyond the field. He brings a winning mentality, energy, and a desire to learn that could help shape the Ravens' winning culture even further. His presence would inspire other defenders to elevate their game, creating healthy competition within the team and driving the entire group toward success. Having a cornerback like him in the secondary would make the Ravens an even tougher team to beat, especially when the season reaches those crucial moments. Thinking about all of this, it's clear that adding Gardner would be a major step for the Ravens, not just for now, but for the years to come. The question is, how can the Ravens capitalize on this opportunity and ensure that Gardner becomes a part of their defense for the upcoming season? What makes Sauce Gardner even more attractive to the Ravens is the impressive performance he has shown in just 3 seasons in the NFL. With 178 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 40 passes defended, he has already proven himself to be one of the most reliable and complete cornerbacks. His playing style combines impressive field reading with the ability to make big plays at the most important moments. For Baltimore, he wouldn't just be an addition. He'd be the addition of an elite player who could transform the defense into something even more dominant. Gardner has shown not only skill, but also a winner's mentality that perfectly matches what the Ravens value. He knows how to handle pressure and possesses the confidence to be a dominant presence in any situation. Additionally, his age of 24 means he still has a lot of potential to grow, and a team like the Baltimore Ravens could be the perfect environment for him to develop even further. Alongside experienced players like Humphrey, Gardner could continue to evolve while helping the Ravens achieve their goal of winning the Super Bowl. His ability to stop the best wide receivers in the league and his experience in big games are qualities that any elite team would look for in a cornerback. The Ravens' defense, with Gardner, will be one of the most complete in the NFL, capable of facing any challenge that arises. This kind of addition would not only solve issues in the secondary, but also raise the overall level of the team, making the Ravens even more dangerous to any opponent in the playoffs. With Gardner's performance so far, it's clear that he is one of the most talented cornerbacks in the NFL and that his potential is enormous. If the Ravens can bring this talent to their defense, they will not only be strengthening the team for the future, but also taking a crucial step towards securing the Super Bowl title. Will the Ravens seize the chance to secure Sauce Gardner's talent for the coming years? Although still speculative, the idea of trading for Sauce Gardner is an opportunity that the Ravens cannot afford to miss. If he decides to leave the Jets, and the Ravens can secure a favorable deal, this could be the addition that might be the key to a Super Bowl title in 2025. With his talent, youth, and winner's mentality, Gardner would bring a new level of energy to Baltimore's defense, making them an even more feared team in the NFL. If the trade happens, the Ravens could become the most balanced defense in the league, with 2 of the best cornerbacks playing side by side. Additionally, Gardner's presence would allow the team to be more aggressive on offense, knowing that their defense has the ability to neutralize the opposing team's top receivers. A trade for Gardner wouldn't just be a strategic shift, but a bold move that would position the Ravens even stronger for the future. With all the details at stake, it's clear that adding Gardner to the Ravens' defense would be a winning move. The combination of talent and experience he would bring would make Baltimore one of the most complete teams in the league, with every chance to win the Super Bowl. Will the Ravens act quickly to take advantage of this unique opportunity? So, Ravens fan, today we've seen how trading for Sauce Gardner could be a masterstroke for our defense, taking the team to a new level in the hunt for the Super Bowl. His impact alongside Marlon Humphrey would be immediate, and he could be the missing piece to complete this team that's already so close to being a champion. Now, I ask you, do you think the Ravens should make this bold move and bring Gardner to Baltimore? Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss any updates about the Ravens.